Hello everyone, welcome once again. Today we are going to learn how to make the 360 degrees bridal hand fan, and these are the requirements. You will need a masking tape, your feathers, your oval glue. This thing, I don't know the name, but it looks like a net, but it's very hard. Your trimmings, your fan skeleton, your lining. As I told you earlier on, the lining must always go with the color of your feathers. Then your scissors. So let's get started. So you put your oval glue at one face of the skeleton. You can use a glue gun as well in place of the oval glue. You can use your glue gun. So after applying the glue to one side, you just turn it to face the wrong side of your lining. This is satin lining, so you put it on top this way. You wait for it to dry a bit before you cut it out. You cut around, leaving some small allowance around, so you cut the shape out. So after cutting it out, this is what you get. So you have to cut this side so that you can easily fold it around. So you cut it into two, you divide it. So this is it. You put some glue at this edge, then you cover it up. You don't need much glue because this one is just the lining. So the feathers will even cover it. Else you will use all your glue. You just fold it this way. You wait for it to dry a bit before. So you fold it this way. So after folding, you put another glue at the surface. Then you cut a different lining to cover this side. So after applying the glue, this is what you get. This is the front view. Then that's the back. You put the lining there too. So you just put it on top with the wrong side of the lining facing upward. You just turn it this way. And you wait for it to dry a bit. After you cut it round like we did at the front side, leaving about 1 inch allowance for folding. So you cut it round. Cut it this way. Then you divide this side too. You cut it into two so that you can easily fold it to cover up. You see, you can easily fold it this way and fold this one to this way. So you apply glue to these edges too for folding. Then you fold these ones on top. Yes. You do same here till you get to the end. So after this, then you cover the handle with your masking tape. You start from this end. You start from here. So you wrap the handle of the fan with your masking tape. You want to cover the wood. So you wrap it just continue in that manner. You continue in that manner. So you get to the end, then you cut out the excess. So you put your uhu gum this way. You're coming to mend the feathers. You put a little there, enough that can mend the feathers to the skeleton. And you start from this end. You put it here. As you are going, then you'll be pushing it. As I told you, this training we are going to do only one side of the fan. We are not going to do both sides. We are going to do one side, but what we do at one side is the same thing you will do at the back too. So when you are practicing, you make sure you do both sides. You don't do one side and you leave it. You do both sides. So you continue that way till you get to this end again. So you get to the end here, then you cut out the excess and you mend it together. You make sure it's difficult to work with the uhu glue because you have to wait for it to dry a bit before you can mend it together. But the glue gun, immediately you pour some on the surface, you can easily mend it. This one is a bit difficult to use. So you do another layer, your second layer. Do your second layer. You start your second layer from this side. You pour a little glue. Then you put it on top here. You wait for it to dry. You always have to wait for it to dry before you can mend it together. Else you have to put your hands on it, your fingers on it till it's dried up. So you continue in that manner. You do it round like how we did the first layer till we get here. Then you cut out the excess. So after covering the second layer, you cut out a square of your net, a square shape of your net fabric. Then you can place it this way or you put it this way. We could have omitted this, but because this side will be a bit lighter, that's why I applied the net. I mended the net to the lining before wrapping it with the feathers, so that when I put this one on top, it becomes very nice, and the blue wouldn't be showing, the blue lining wouldn't be showing. It will be nice. So you're coming to mend this squared shape to the center of this. We can also design this side. We could have designed it with the trimmings. So if it's like the trimming that we are going to use to design the center, you wouldn't use this net. When you finish wrapping with your lining, you leave it like that. Then you start wrapping with your feathers. After, then you mend your trimmings as you did to the 180 design. You go around to fill in this circular shape. You fill in this side. You can apply your pearls as well, or you leave it like that. But this time I want to use this net. So you just apply your glue, then you mend it to the center here. So you apply your glue. Or you can choose to apply it straight on the net. Then you turn and put it on top of it this way. So you wait for it to dry. That's it. After you've mended the net at the center, you can equally add your trimmings. Like, the design depends on you, how creative you are. The only issue is how to cover your skeleton with the feathers, but how to come up with your design, it all depends on how creative you are. So you have to be creative. You try to come out with your own style, your own design, for people to follow the trend. So as you can see that I'm designing the center with my golden colored trimming. So I've already poured some glue here, so you just wait for it to dry. Then you do same to this side. You apply little glue there. And you apply it. So you cut out the excess. So this is your fan. This is it. We have a fan like this. We have this design that one side is only covered and the other side is plain. But the plain side, you don't just leave it like that. You cover the edges with your trimmings. You just design the edges with your trimmings. Just follow the same trend. You put your glue there, then you go around. Sake of the training, I don't want the videos to be very lengthy, so I'll just do it and show it to you. You pour your glue. Let me pour some. You pour a little glue here, then you start with your covering. You make sure it's at the tip, then you continue so you get to the other end. So after covering the back with the trimmings, this is how the back is going to look like. You can as well cover the back with the feathers. You can cover the front and the back with the feathers as you did here. You do the same thing to the back, but the feathers are very expensive, so most of the times people cover one side and leave the other side and cover the edges with the trimmings. This one too is beautiful, it's not bad. And also, if you're going to use the trimmings to fill this side, the center, it means you have to cover the handle with the trimmings as well. In that case, you are not going to use the lining after the masking tape. After you cover the handle with the masking tape, you can just go straight to cover it with the trimmings this way. Then you roll it around till you get to the bottom, then you close it under. So this is our 360 degrees hand fan. Thank you. Meet you in the next class. Bye bye.